What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. TT here with another channel message for a very special Taurus. I'm gonna be very frank with you, Taurus, because I can't tell whether or not this energy is for my Taurus collective, Taurus placements, or if this is about a cross watcher, which means a lot of people watching this video may have Taurus placements all throughout their chart. You could be dealing with Taurus on Taurus action, or this is just different levels of Taurus consciousness all mixing and mingling together. But nonetheless, we're going to get this channel message out. For those of you that do not know, I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium, here to help navigate everyday life experiences that you may go through. So if you resonate with the Taurus channel or any other playlist, be sure to check out the other messages as well. If it doesn't resonate, leave it for somebody else. Okay. Now let's talk about you for a second, Taurus, because it feels as if something's going down and you're strapping up. I don't know what that looks like for you guys. I don't know, like, did you guys recently like close shop or transition or close something down and open something else up? Because that's the energy that I'm getting. And you're trying to, like, I feel like y'all remember that moment when Mufasa was tracking up the mountain and he was getting rid of the tracks with the snow as he went up the mountain, and so he was throwing off the scent from the predators or from the the other lions that were coming for him. That's kind of like what I'm getting here. Yes, I'm getting like someone's tracking your every move, your every step, and as you're going up the mountain, you have wised up and you are alchemizing the situation as you're going into it, but you got like a scar energy around you. And that's the cross watcher energy I was picking up, or that's just someone else that also has Taurus placements in their chart. Because again, like I said in the beginning, it was difficult to tell whether or not excuse me, let me clear my throat, whether or not it wasn't coming through, whether or not it's Taurus on Taurus action or vice versa. So this scar energy is pretty much plotting against you as you're going up this mountain. And it feels like this could be someone that you consider a brother, a sister, a child, a lover, a family member. It's like it's your own. It could even be another Taurus. It's like Taurus on Taurus action here. So I want to know, like, let me know right now. Are we doing this in 2025? Like, do we have like Taurus on Taurus against each other? Because as far as I'm concerned, hello, this is Taurus energy. We are supposed to banter together, not apart. But I digress. It feels as if someone here, you keep giving a second chance. You keep giving someone opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to like learn from the first time not to do something. And no matter what you do, they are still working against you, right? And being that there are things happening behind the scenes that you can't see, spirit, your higher self, your angels are securing your victory by restricting your success. So okay, when this person is around me, my success looks like this. When this person is away from me, my success looks like that. And in that contrast, you will know without a shadow of a doubt that it could be a friend, family member, lover, doesn't matter. When that person's energy is around you, you have to cleanse it or do something immediately, because it's unhealthy for whatever you're giving birth to. It's unhealthy for that baby. It's unhealthy for your prosperity. It's unhealthy for whatever you co-create into the universe. Some of you guys, it could be your own mom. I don't know. But someone here is your biggest hater. That's what I'm seeing. They will tell you to be aware of this and be aware of that and overanalyze your situation and tell you what you need to do to be victorious. And then at the end of the day, when you need them, can you really turn on them? Can you really turn to them? Oh, can you turn on them? They turn on you. It feels like they turn on you, or that they wouldn't help you get out of a hole even if they could. They would pretend like they don't have it, is what I'm hearing. So I feel like it's really difficult for your ops to see into your situation for real, but that doesn't mean that they're not trying to get closer to you, to get a closer look. They're trying to get up in your business, and they want to see if you've learned from, like, have you learned from your struggles, which means these are people that are trying to chastise you, right? And so it's like, have you learned that you're not supposed to do that? Have you learned that this is like indirect chastisement? Okay, so they can only find you, especially if you don't talk to a lot of people. But let's say that you're an influencer, they can only find you on your influencer platforms. Let's say you own a business, they can only drive by your business. Let's say you have one person around you, but you don't talk to nobody else. That one person around you is a mole. Okay, they're a rat, and it's that type of energy where that's the only way they can get something from you. There's someone around you that you don't even consider. Hell, it could be your own damn kids. I don't know. Y'all. But you can't get rid of your kids, But they could be using their own as an informant. Okay, I feel like you have an informant around you or something like that. And I feel like you're meant to be victorious in a situation. You will receive some type of victory, success. You're going to win. This whole entire situation is going to play to your advantage. You just don't know it yet. Okay? You're going to get some type of momentum well on your way. You're gonna create something that you can be proud of. Okay? That's what they keep saying to me, and that's what I see. So the divine message that I was getting is that the divine is putting together pieces of this puzzle for you. And these signs that they're giving you, they want you to pay attention to the coincidences that you are experiencing. There is no coincidence. I feel like even in a negative situation like this, even if you don't know what your purpose is, it's really to protect your destiny, because as you're developing into who you are, as you are becoming the version of yourself that you were always meant to become, the influence of other people along the way may be like, oh, be careful of this or be careful of that. And it creates superstition and doubt in your mind. And if you are developing a gift, right, the last thing that you need is the people closest to you is what's keeping you from that next tax bracket, that next level of success. It's a frequency of people that don't want you to reach billionaire, trillionaire status. And yes, you are the bank. You are the house of value. So there is no limit for you. There is no cap for you. Only the people around you can convince you that there is a ceiling. And that's what Spirit wants you to remember. You are a limitless being, and you can manifest whatever your heart desires in this physical reality. Straight up. So it's all a part of the divine plan to see your future, you not know it, and when it's time for you to get there, or when it's time for you to walk into that house, when it's time for you to have that job, when it's time for you to receive that deposit, whatever it is that is meant to be prophesied into your life, whatever is meant that's destined to come into your life, at that very moment, then even you would become aware of it. So this way, the people that pretend to love you, they're only going to know as much as you know. And so when Spirit keeps you in the dark, it's a way to protect you from you, because Spirit doesn't want you to stop being your kind, loving self. Spirit wants you to continue being yourself. So you're like blending in, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing here. Like, you're blending in with the group, but you're protected as you're blending in. Because I feel like you're protected while you're surrounded by sharks and predators and karmics and different things like that. And you're meant to enjoy your life and be very happy doing what it is that you love, and to be able to mix and mingle with people of all walks of life, different levels of consciousness, and not feel like you're meant to change each other. There's a reason why you're being sent into the lion's den. Okay, there's a reason why all this is happening. You're like this energy that makes people curious. Like, I'm curious to know who you are. I'm curious to know how do you attract what you attract? How do you do what it is that you do? And so it's really a compliment to you. Even if people start to talk like you, walk like you, dress like you, think like you, whatever, that just shows you how much influence you have, right? And if you were a bad person, you would be a bad influencer. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like they're meant to try to analyze the ingredients of what makes you you and who you are, because you're alchemizing people into, it's like they go from one version of themselves, and when they cross this territory, they're like cleansed as they come into your auric field. So you are cleansing people of their heavy, dense energy as they come into your auric field. You're a well of a wash, babe. Okay. And it's like, wow, you're so open, you're so loving, you're so giving. I like that about you. But do not underestimate the BAMs. That's what I'm seeing here. Because just because you are open, giving, and you're very inviting, that don't mean that you are someone that can be easily taken advantage of. You know, you're not the sacrifice. So Spirit is saying you are being protected from deceitful people and situations that no longer serve you. And during this season of time, I feel like you're meant to lay low for a while, you know? And I feel like you're going to be revealed the truth in so many different ways. And this is your season to kind of get a good look at your inventory. Like, take note of your inventory, people that are around you, and you can move accordingly. Yes, you're about to move accordingly. So you have a group of people that's about to come back around. They haven't seen you in a while, but they coming back. Okay. I feel like people are going to be, these may be people that are like popping up on your timeline, popping up on your news feed, popping up in your friends requests. You know, when you delete apps and you re-upload it, certain people that were already there may recirculate. Yeah. But you give them no clout. I feel like you're not giving people any clout, even though they would love to have a little bit. It's like they would love to have a little bit to feel like, oh, you took my advice. Oh, you're doing what I asked you to do. Someone here is like, they often come back around and check up to see if you took their advice, if you learned your lesson, if you're behaving accordingly. It's all in their head. Like, these are people that are convinced that they have actually a say so. Okay. So it's like, let them have it. You're letting them have it is what I'm seeing here. These could be people that does the same thing that you do. Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, so even though you have people that want to tell you the truth about how they feel about you, I don't think you care with the Six of Cups in reverse. This is like, I've let the past go. I'm done with that. You know, if you confuse, be confused, but there's no need to go back and forth around who did what, you know, who did this and who did what. If it's in the past, it's in the past for a reason. Forgiveness is for the person, it's for you, right? If someone does something to me and I do not like what was done to me. Forgiveness, I can only give it to myself. The moment that I start seeking forgiveness from another person, I am giving them the power to determine when I heal and when I do not heal. And in this situation, somebody here, that statement runs true for you. Somebody wants you to seek their forgiveness or to want their forgiveness in a situation. And the truth of the matter is, that's a scam. All right? That's a karmic scam that is taught to us and conditioned to us, that we have to go around and apologize so you know you got justice for what happened to you. That's a scam, because at the end of the day, you can make a child apologize for something that they did and they'll still not really mean it. They just said it because they don't want the consequences of not doing what they were told to do. And that's kind of like someone's entitlement here. They're used to people conducting themselves in a way that makes them feel like they got their message across. And one thing I could tell you is, you can never satisfy these types of vengeful people. Okay? They hold grudges for lifetimes, and they gonna still hold a grudge in the next lifetime. All right, because that scar energy has to incarnate with you. It's always going to be there, and it's kind of like you can't really get rid of it. You know, it's a part of the circle of life. That's what they said. So we don't have to it's like we don't have to rehash the events of the past. I said what I said, you said what you said, it is what it is, we move on. I forgave myself, you should too. You should forgive yourself. But to sit around and have a sit down, a phone call, group chat, group call, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time, your money, your energy. And ain't nobody got time for that. But I do see these people trying to see they want to know your views on a situation. They want to know your views on these are like very egotistical people. They want to know they secretly, really genuinely want to know your views on the situation, so they can move accordingly. Okay. King of Pentacles in reverse. So the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So, Lord, somebody here wants you to save them. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. You know why you can't save someone? Because no matter how much you create an intervention and you want to tell people what to do for themselves, at the end of the day, from life experiences, from doing thousands and thousands of tarot readings and connecting with energy, I can tell you from experience and experience only, no matter what anybody says, it will only be a temporary change unless the individual that seeks to change reaches their own rock bottom. Until they have reached their own rock bottom and come to that realization by themselves, they will always feel like you stole something from them that was entitled to them. And it's true. You stole their process of learning. You stole their developmental process. One of the biggest things that in the movie symbolically that Scar dealt with was he felt like his moments of manhood, his moments of courage and developing pride, something to be proud of, was stolen from him because someone always came in to solve the problems for him, even from when he was young, or someone else told him he couldn't do it. And so as you get older and older, you feel unequipped and not prepared for your life experiences and the things that you're going to go with, and you become mad. You'll find yourself saying like, damn, I wish when I was younger somebody like let me struggle so I would know what it's like to survive through this life experience. I wish someone didn't solve all my problems for me. Or they may say, I wish I had the help because I didn't have to help it. No matter what side of the coin that you're on, you're going to notice that as humanity goes through their phases of development, there's going to be always something about your past that you feel like Had you been loved properly? Had you been celebrated when you were young? Had you been told you were beautiful, you wouldn't have low self-esteem? Had you been, had you got to hear it from your father that you, or you had a father that treats you right, you would feel differently. You would be able to show up in your relationships differently. And all of that's a scam. Because that's the Six of Swords energy. You know what the Six of Swords energy? It's getting you to invest your time on shoulda, coulda, woulda. I wish I known this then. I wish I could have did this differently. And all that time that you spend on what you didn't do leaves you vexed in the past. Stuck in the past of things that you have absolutely no control over. And so it robs you of your fullest potential. And then when you look at other people and where they are, it becomes either a competition or an opportunity to, well, I done made it this far, like Scar, I done made it this far. Now it's a sense of entitlement. Well, shit, now take care of me. Because you doing some shit that I was going to do, that I was supposed to do. Now you living my life. Well, now I feel entitled to reap the benefits of it. And you should be willing to let me reap the benefits of it because I held it up for you as you developed, right? You were able to develop in that phase. Now give me the benefits so I can do what you did and I can develop as well. And you can go off and do your own thing. And so the point that someone is missing in this equation is that they're unable to see that they don't need the same struggles that you got to experience in order to become their best version of themselves. What they need to focus on is sitting with themselves. This is saying, I don't like to sit with my demons. I don't like to sit with myself. And I can hear the call and someone could tell me what to do, but I don't know how. They've never done it before. Because when life was throwing lemons at them, creating the opportunity for them to sit down, they didn't see the signs. They saw it, but they didn't want to feel the discomfort of it. And so they literally found ways to get out of it over and over and over and over again. Because they didn't want to be still. And so they've created a trail of broken hearts, a trail of tears over and over again. I want more, I want more, I want more. Creating this version of a person that likes to portray themselves to be this happy person, knowing what they have. But really they place the value in what they can acquire, what they can conquer, what they have to their name. And so the Nine of Wands is pretty much saying that this person don't want to struggle. This person don't believe that they meant to struggle. And what you don't learn in the classroom, you must learn through life experiences. All of which one will either teach you what you need to know if you learn it on the streets. But even then, you don't have to say, oh, I never went to school to get no degrees. I never got the credentials, because all those degrees will give you is the confirmation that you already mastered it from the streets through life experiences. Vice versa. The person that got the book smarts, but maybe they didn't get the street smarts. You're not missing nothing. Feeling as if you didn't get the street credit. So you can't connect because you ain't never struggled that. You never been through that. But if you try to go into that experience, you'll be chasing against time you never had. And that is counterproductive. Versus just relishing. I got the credentials. I don't know nothing about that, but I respect those that had to endure that. But don't blame the person that didn't have to do it as not being equipped enough to relate to other people, because this person, what they didn't get to experience, they saw through self-mastery, through meditation, through books, however they get their credentials. I don't know. It's up for you to decide. At the end of the day, the moral of the story is no man is greater or better than the other. Guru or guide. There is no difference between the two. They just get it two different ways. One, from the guru's perspective, they're going to feel like they have earned the right for no one to question them. From the guide's perspective, they can do this time and time and time again. They can review the situation time and time and time again. They can endure setbacks, rises and falls, setbacks to setups and breakthroughs, because they have built up some type of endurance, stamina inside that allows them to be able to perceive a thing in multiple different ways. No matter what. What are we doing? What are we doing if we were to sit around and just be like, oh, why this and why that and how come that and how come this? So it's a waste of time and energy. Like, you could be frying bacon right now. For real. Taurus, let's get your tarot reading, okay? Let's get your tarot reading. So we have Lovebird's message. So we're going to leave it right here, because I feel like whatever tarot reading you're meant to see, you need to join the Lovebird's tier. And there will be a message there for you. Whatever clarity you seek to get is something there for you. This is a sign. Now you must follow that sign. And if that's where we part, just know that I love you so much, Taurus. I really do. Okay. And if this message doesn't resonate with you, be sure to check out all the other messages in your Love Nest, our Love Nest playlist. Let's get your last closing card. All of my messages are timeless, you guys. Okay. So we have obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. All right, Taurus, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.